Visual, upbeat, friendly music begins. I'm standing in a kitchen, smiling at the camera. Quick, appealing shots of the fresh ingredients laid out on a counter. Vibrant red peppers, bright yellow sweet corn kernels, maybe on the cob and off. A log of creamy goat cheese, and a small pot of fresh oregano. Presenter, smiling. Hey everyone, craving something creamy, delicious, and surprisingly easy? Today, I'm going to show you how to make a fantastic risotto featuring sweet corn, red pepper, tangy goat cheese, and fresh oregano. We'll do it all in about 5 minutes of cooking time. Let's get started. I show up ready to begin. Once ingredients, showcase. Visual, I gesture to the ingredients laid out on the counter. I might pick up a couple of the key ingredients as I mention them. Arborio rice, show the short grains. Chopped onion or shallot and minced garlic. Chopped red pepper. Sweet corn kernels. Vegetable or chicken broth, in a pot, maybe steaming slightly. White wine, optional, a small glass. Olive oil and butter. Crumbled goat cheese. Fresh oregano leaves. Salt and pepper. Presenter, here's what we'll need for this quick risotto. Of course, our arborio rice, my flavor base of some chopped onion and garlic, vibrant red pepper, sweet corn for that burst of sweetness, and warm broth, super important to keep your broth warm. A splash of white wine adds great depth if you like, plus olive oil and butter. And for that creamy tang, we've got crumbled goat cheese and fresh oregano to finish. Looks pretty simple, right? Sautéing the base. Visual, I move to the stovetop where a pan is heating on medium heat. I add olive oil and a knob of butter. I add the chopped onion / shallot and stir. Then add the minced garlic and chopped red pepper and continue to stir. Presenter. All right, let's get cooking. I've got my pan on medium heat. I'm adding in some olive oil and a nice knob of butter. First goes in the chopped onion. We'll sauté that until it's softened and smells amazing. Now I'll add in the garlic and our chopped red pepper and cook for just a couple more minutes to start tenderizing them. 130 to 250, processing the rice and deglazing. Visual, I add the arborio rice to the pan with the vegetables. I stir it well to coat the rice. I then pour in the white wine, if using, and continue to stir as it absorbs. Presenter, time for the rice. I'm adding the arborio rice right into the pan. Give it a good stir, making sure every grain is coated in that lovely buttery oil. You want to toast it for a minute or two. It should look slightly translucent around the edges. Now, if you're using wine, pour it in and let it bubble away and get absorbed by the rice. 2 minutes to 4 minutes. Visual, I have the pot of warm broth nearby. I use a ladle to add broth to the rice, stirring gently until it's mostly absorbed. I repeat this process. Around the halfway mark of adding broth, I add the sweet corn kernels and stir them in. Then continue adding broth and stirring. Presenter, here's where the magic happens. I'm going to start adding my warm broth, 1 ladleful at a time. Stir it in gently and wait until most of the liquid is absorbed before you add the next. We'll keep doing this, and when I'm about halfway through adding the broth, that's roughly 10 to 12 minutes into cooking the rice, I'll stir in the sweet corn kernels. This gradual adding and stirring is how we get that beautiful, creamy risotto texture. 4:04 to 4:45. Finishing touches, goat cheese and oregano. Visual, the rice should be looking creamy and mostly cooked. I add the crumbled goat cheese and a generous amount of fresh oregano leaves to the pan. I stir until the cheese is melted and everything is combined. I taste and add salt and pepper. Presenter, my rice is looking creamy and is nearly done. Now it's time for our star additions. I'm stirring in the crumbled goat cheese. Look at that melt in, and a good handful of fresh oregano leaves. Give it all a good stir until everything is combined and the cheese is melted. I'll just taste it now. Perfect. I'll add a little salt and pepper to finish. 4:45 to 5 minutes, plating and outro. Visual, I spoon the finished risotto into a bowl. I might add a little extra fresh oregano or a grind of black pepper on top for garnish. I look back at the camera, smiling. And there you have it. My simple, flavorful risotto is ready to go. Tacked with the sweetness of corn, the gentle bite of red pepper, the lovely tang of goat cheese, and that fresh, herbaceous oregano. It was quick, it was easy, and it is absolutely delicious. Give it a try. I think you're gonna love it. Thanks for watching. In screen with recipe